Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics with Yasan sir. Today we'll learn normal force and normal reaction. So let's start. So first, what is normal reaction or normal force? Correct. It is the component of the contact force which is acting normal to the surface. And the reaction of that force is called normal reaction. It is generally an electromagnetic force. Okay. So let me show you how to draw a normal force and corresponding normal reaction. Take this example first. So let us consider a case. A body is lying on the surface of the earth. Okay. Now, because of the mass of the body, earth is pulling this body vertically downward. Okay. And because of this force, this body is pressing the earth's surface. And as a result of which, what is happening? The surface is giving an equal amount of reaction to the body. So the force exerted by the body on this surface is called normal force, and the reaction exerted by the surface in contact to the body normally is called normal reaction. Okay, now remember, since this body is in equilibrium, neither moving up nor moving down, okay, it means N equal to mg. But let me tell you one important thing. It is not necessary that always A normal reaction is equal to mg. Clear? I will show you different cases where N is not equal to mg. Okay, so let's handle some problem so I can give you a better understanding of normal reaction. Okay, now take this example first. A body is lying on the surface of a table, and a force is acting on the body like this, making an angle theta with the vertical. We need to calculate the normal reaction or normal force, correct? Now the question is this: because of the mass of the body, earth is pulling this body in vertically downward direction with the force called mg. Okay, now look at this carefully, mg. And if I resolve this force into two components, one component along this direction, that is F cos theta, another component along this side, that is F sin theta. Now look at this. In this case, F cos theta is again perpendicular to the surface in contact, but F sin theta is parallel, correct? So we will not consider this force. We will consider this force which is normal to the surface. And with these two forces, correct, because of one mg and because of F cos theta, these bodies pressing the surface of the table in downward direction. And according to Newton's law, an equal amount of reaction will experienced by the body be exerted by the table surface. So the table will offer equal amount of reaction force in the upward direction, and since it is normal to the surface, it is called normal reaction. Now the body is in equilibrium over the surface of the table, neither moving up nor moving down. It means all the forces which are acting perpendicular to the surface upward and all the forces are acting perpendicular to the surface downward, all those be equal. So what we can write, look, F cos theta and mg, both of these forces are acting downward. F cos theta acting along this direction, mg is acting along this direction, and normal reaction is acting along this direction. And since this body is in equilibrium, what we can write here, N equal to F cos theta plus mg. So this is the value of the normal reaction. Now here, if you watch it carefully, it is not equal to mg, it is more than mg. It is clear? So remember, normal reaction not necessarily equal to mg. Let me show you few more examples. Now students, there is a problem given. There are two masses 10 kg and 20 kg. 20 kg is attached to the wall, and a force of 100 Newton is acting from this direction, and a force of 50 Newton is acting on the 20 kg mass along this direction. Find the value of the normal forces or normal reaction exerted by the ground on 10 kg mass, 20 kg mass, wall on 20 kg mass, and 10 kg on 20 kg mass. Correct? So how to solve this question? Correct? First of all, mark all the forces which are acting. 10 kg, that means 10G acting downward. Okay, 20G acting in this direction. So 10G, that is equal to 100 Newton, 20G, that is equal to 200 Newton. Now look, one important thing. If I split this into two components, one goes perpendicular to this surface, another goes parallel to this surface. Okay. Now watch this very carefully. Here, if it is 50, it is 30 degrees. So this would be 50 cos 30. 50 cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. It is 25 root 3 Newton. And it is 50 sin 30, that is 25 Newton. Now, this mass 20 kg is pressing this wall. As a result, suppose this mass is pressing this wall with a force, say for example, N1. Clear? So this surface will also exert equal amount of reaction to this mass in this direction. So let me write this as N1, and this also N1, and suppose this N2, this N2, and normal reaction exerted with the surface in contact, okay, in upward direction is this, say for example N3, and this suppose N4. Okay. Now what we have to do, draw the diagram separately now. Okay, don't mix it up. Now what to do? Let me consider the body 10 of 10 kg mass. We have to separate the body from the rest of the system. Okay, this is called free body diagram. So let me separate the body 10 kg from rest of the system and draw only those forces which are acting only on 10 kg mass. So if you watch it carefully, a force of 100 Newton is acting from left towards right. A force N2 is acting from right towards left. And here 100 Newton acting downward, vertical downward, and N3 is acting upward. Okay, remember we have to consider only those forces which are acting on this mass 10 kg. Okay, forget about the rest of the system. Now, if you balance it, you will find what? N2 is equal to 100 Newton and N3 is equal to 100 Newton. Since this body is in equilibrium, net force acting along x-axis as well as a y-axis is equal to 0. Okay, this is the net force. This is the free body diagram for this mass. Now consider this second body. Okay. Now consider the case of the second body. Make it free from the rest of the system and draw all the forces which are acting on the second body. Okay. So this is the second body. Forces which are acting on it, one by one. Look at this very carefully. 200 Newton acting downward. This is 200 Newton. So let me write it first. This is 200 Newton. N4 acting upward. So N4 acting upward. Now look, one component of this force is acting downward. That is 25 root 3 Newton. N1 is acting from right towards left. This is N1 and this is N2. Okay. Now look, one component of this force 25 Newton acting from left towards right. So write it like this. Now since the body is in equilibrium, net force along y-axis is equal to 0. Net force along x-axis is also equal to 0. So what we can write? N2 equal to N1 plus 25. Now look, watch it. What is N2? N2 is 100 Newton. N1 plus 25. Hence N1 is 75 Newton. Now watch here. The forces which are acting along downward direction is 25 root 3 and 200, and N4 is acting upward. So what we can write? N4 equal to 200 plus 25 root 3. Okay, Newton. So these are the answers. N1 equal to 75, N2 100, N3 100, and N4 this. Let's solve few more problems. There is a problem given. A 50 kg mass is attached with the string with the support and lying on an inclined plane. The angle of inclination of the inclined plane is 30 degrees with the horizontal. We need to find out the normal force exerted by the inclined plane on this mass, correct? So what to do? First of all, draw all the natural forces which are acting on it. Number one, the force of gravity acting downward. Now, number two is tension in the string acting along this direction. And this is 50 G, which is equal to 500 Newton. Now, what to do? We have to find out the normal force. So, in order to find out the normal force, we have to find out component of this force perpendicular to the surface of the incline. So, let me split this force into two components, one perpendicular to this and one parallel to this. Clear? Now, watch it carefully. If this is 30 degree, this angle is 90. So, this is what? 60. This is again 30. Clear? So what we can write? This is equal to 50 cos 30, correct? 50 kg, that is 50 cos 30 degree into 10. That means 500 cos 30 is root 3 by 2. That is 250 root 3 Newton. Another force is acting along this direction, that is 500 sine 30. What is that? 250 Newton. Now, since with this force, this mass is compressing the incline will offer an equal amount of reaction to this mass perpendicular to it. Is it clear? And this force we actually have to calculate. So now, what I said, since the body is in equilibrium, net force perpendicular to the incline is 0, net force parallel to the incline is 0. Look, therefore, N equal to what we can write, N equal to 50 cos 30 to 10, that means this force. That means N equal to 250 root 3 Newton. And suppose you need to find out the value of the tension in this case, we can easily find out T is equal to 250 Newton. But the question is this, what is the normal force exerted by the incline on the surface? It is this. This is the answer. Correct? So let's handle few more problems. Okay, students, look at this problem. It is given that there is a sphere of mass 10 kg of radius 5 meter and supported like this. The gap between point B and this line 3 meter, and the gap interval between A and B is 1 meter. We have to find out the normal reaction at the point A and normal reaction at the point B. That means NA is how much and NA is how much. So what we know, if you want to draw a normal for a sphere, the line must pass through the center of the sphere. So let me draw the normal at each and every point. Okay. So let me draw the normal first. Watch this very carefully. Okay. This is NB. That means normal reaction exerted on the sphere from the point B. Now, let me calculate this angle first. What is that? Now, if you watch it carefully, how to calculate this angle? We have to draw a triangle first. Now, this is what? This is 5 meter radius, and this is given 3 meter. And we can calculate this angle very easily. What we know, height is known, hypotenuse is known. So what we can write, sine of theta 1 is equal to 3 by 5. It means that theta 1 is nothing but 37 degree. Now let me do the same job for the NA. Okay, so this is what NA. Okay, now let me calculate the angle in this case also. Drop a perpendicular. This is 3 meter in length, this is 1 meter in length, so total length is 4 meter. And this is supposed to be theta 2. So what we can write, height by, look at this, height is this much, hypotenuse is this much. So sine of theta 2 is equal to 4 by 5. Therefore, theta 2 is equal to 53 degree. Now, this part is clear to us. Now, what to do? Weight of the sphere is acting in which direction? Vertically, downward direction. So, draw that first. And what is that? That is 10 kg. That means 10 into G. 10 into G, that is 100 Newton. Now, what we have to do, look at this very carefully. We have to mark the angles, correct? Now, do it like this. First, this NB, this NA, and this is 100 Newton. And if you have seen my last video or videos of equilibrium, you will find there, here I had shown a technique to calculate the forces in equilibrium, very easy method by using Lami's theorem. NA, and this is 100 Newton. So we have to find the angle first, correct? Now look, this is 37 degree. So this is what 37 degree, or we can say this very carefully. If it is 53, so this is also 53. If I draw it like this is 37, that means this is 37. So it is very clear that this is 53 degree and this is 37 degree. Now 53 plus 37 is 90, so it is 90. So this then 90 plus 53, what this angle is then? 143. And this 90 plus 37, that is 127. Now apply Lami's theorem. Okay. NA by sine of the opposite angle, that is sine of 127 degree. NB by sine of the opposite angle, that is NB by sine of 143 degree, and 100 by sine of 90. Now sine 90 is very clear, it is 1. NA sine 127, that means 90 plus 37, that is cos 37, and cos 37 degree is what we know, this 4 by 5. And NB, similarly this will be 3 by 5 and this 100. Now we can do it, solve it very easily. NA equal to therefore 100 into 4 by 5, that means 80 Newton. And what is the value of NB here? NB equal to 100 into 3 by 5, that is 60 Newton NB. Clear? So this is the technique of finding the normal reaction in different cases. So let me finish this lecture by doing another sum. Okay, watch it. Okay, students, last problem is this. The problem looks like this: 3 identical smooth spheres, each of mass √3 kg, are placed as shown in the figure. Find the normal reaction between the cylinders C and B. So what to do then? First, draw the normal reactions, correct? And in the earlier problem, I told you how to draw the normal reaction. Between C and A, the normal reaction must be drawn like this. That means line must pass through the cylinders. Similarly, between B and A, it passes like this. Okay. And weight of the sphere A is acting vertically downward. So let me write down this as N2, this as N1, and this is the weight of the sphere, that is root 3 kg, that is root 3 into 10, that is 10 root 3 Newton. Now, first we have to judge the angle between the forces, correct? So it is very easy technique. Since it is an equilateral triangle, this angle is 60 degree. And this angle is 60 degree. And this angle is, angle between these two, which is 150. And that between these two is also 150. You can calculate it by yourself, correct? It is very easy to calculate. Okay. Now, take this point and draw the normal forces and all the forces, correct? First of all, N2 acting along this direction, N1 acting along this direction, and the weight acting along this direction. Mark the angles first. This is 60 degree. This is 150. This is 150. This is N2 and N1, and this is 10 root 3 Newton. Applying Lannes theorem, N2 by sine of the opposite angle, that is sine of 150, N1 by sine of 150 by 10 root 3 divided by sine of 60. Now N2 sine 150 means cos 60, and that is half, N1 by half, and 10 root 3 sine 60 is root 3, right? 2. Therefore, you can write it N2 equal to N1 equal to, this goes up, 10 root 3 by root 3, this get cancelled, hence N2 is equal to N1 equal to 10 Newton. This is the answer. So angle with the find the normal reaction between the cylinders A and B. So the normal reaction between the cylinders A and B is 10 Newton. So this is the technique to solve the problem. So that's all for today's lecture. Bye.